everybody, this is Vection, and I have a new phone and a new tablet, kind of. My new phone is from my Uncle Jerry, and the tablet's from my mother-in-law. The new phone I tried to do a video with, but the camera keeps going out of focus, and I don't know how to focus it, and it has a weird zoom and all this, so I'm going to use my tablet, so it's going to be a little awkward, and that's why my animations haven't come out, or videos, because I haven't been able to record, because my old phone kept just shutting off for no reason, and it really didn't like having the camera open at all. Like the battery would almost insta-die as soon as I started using the camera. So I'm excited to do animations. The sad part is some bad news, guys. Flip a Clip, for some reason, my account won't transfer over to this new tablet. So it's, my animations are going to take forever on my old tablet to finish and put out. And by that time, it won't be relevant anymore, because one of them is about the new Animal Crossing game on the Switch. And I'm pretty sure it's coming out this year in 2019, but I don't know. And another one is also Animal Crossing, so I don't know how that's going to go. But I ordered a special stylus. This one works great, but I want a little bit more precision, so I got a precision sharp point. This is fantastic, by the way, if you do want to get a good stylus. Anyway, onwards to the journal flipping. I don't know where I was last, so I'm just going to start here and go. So, yay. And this is my yearly goals. I did change which video games I'm going to finish, though. So, my new year. A quote page. I really like that paper. It's so refreshing. And some poetry. Let's see if I can hold this up. More poetry, some thoughtful writing. I got so much paper and stickers for Christmas, and I've been loving it. I remember showing you guys this, but I think that was just a pre-made page, and I was raging about that. Nobody says that. I've never heard that said. Not in my state. So I got horrible tennis elbow, guys. Took me like almost a week and a half to be able to move my arm. Coffee, some water paint I did. I didn't do like all of it. There was already triangles there that were colored. Poetry. And my February. Put animation. Animation, put on YouTube. I was like really trying to push it, but the old tablet had a lot of lag and a lot of problems with trying to animate on there. Oh yeah, the worst vacation ever. Yeah, that was not that was not a good trip. I painted this and it took forever, but it looks so nice. It doesn't look as good in the video, but I don't know, I dig it. Ta-da! I shaved my hair and it has been one of the best things ever. I have so much extra time to do other things. Like I can go biking and hiking and work on projects and play video games and write and just do all this other stuff. Other than like moisturizing my hair, detangling my hair. I wish I could do more book reviews, but honestly, I'm better at just saying it rather than writing it. Slam page for some coffee. And this is just an art entry. Oh my gosh. Can you tell I'm getting hungry, y'all? That's supposed to be a turtleneck, not a beard, by the way. Every time I look at it, I'm like, is that a beard? And I even painted it. I did paint these squares. And that took forever. But totally worth it. It looks amazing, especially with all my lovely little stickers. I tried to do a produce page, but then it was for the season, not the month. So I fudged up. I had to put some washi tape down and then draw over the washi tape because you can see through it. Pokemon Day. Yeah, see, it was really hard getting the back off of this thing. It kept tearing and it was the. Then there's this. And there's like a picture of a rain cloud and, oh my gosh, and a cup. I don't know. I like this idea, but it's very not practical and it's very messy. This is one of the cards I got for Valentine's Day. The actual card is multiple pieces of paper taped together like long ways, and there's rocks that say "I heart you." He formed rocks that he found at his job site. He cleaned them off, made them look pretty. These are video games I have that I enjoy. And it's an inside joke. That's when I walked to the village from downtown. That is not a short walk, my friends. And then me going to the state park. I got a hammock. It was one of the best things I've ever gotten. I just want to live in my hammock. And this is a list. I'm going to go trailside camping with Matthew. It's freezing cold right now, but I don't want to go when it's boiling hot either. So sometime like in April, I guess. But then I'm afraid it's going to rain. Stupid southern weather. And this is a 2-page spread. I did cut these out from a paper pack. And then I put some watercolor on top of the actual colors. It was like purple, pink, and a light blue. I don't think I painted on top of these in particular. Actually, I did. I painted a little bit over this one, but that's it. So this is about when I thought I was going to Georgia, but it was actually Beaufort, which is, it's relatively close. So it wasn't a far cry. And this is a pocket. I have like a map of Beaufort and a few little things, little bits and bobs from my trip. And my adventure downtown. And my biking. See? Matthew and I were sitting about right here after walking around downtown a little bit. And he points out to the water and there's this huge pod of dolphins just leaping out of the water. It was so magical and so wonderful. I had such a lovely time. That's the day I got this, and I finished decorating it yesterday. So, I really like this, you guys. Look. It's dotted. I think it's going to be like the first dotted I've ever used. It has a table of content, but it's only one page. So I'm going to do one on this page, one on this page, and just keep the next 2 pages blank, just in case I need more content pages, and work from there. I need to number all my pages. One day I'm going to find a notebook that's already numbered. One day. And my only regret is that the clear stickers, the colors don't pop as much, but that Mod Podge is fantastic. This is the gloss Mod Podge, so that's what makes it shiny. I didn't want to do matte on top of the leather. Okay, and this is the island I was staying on. This place it's just an uppity southern shop. You can find them anywhere. Actually, the town I live in, we have a lot of these kind of posh little shops. Like, oh, it's so southern and cute. Why don't we put cotton and flowers together? Ooh. But it was an interesting place, to say the least. A lot of little historic places on that island. I will say, I went to the Foolish Frog, and it wasn't that good. It was the worst ribs I've ever eaten. I was using all my strength trying to pull apart the bones. It was that bad. But I went to the state park in this area. And after that, we went to Boondocks. And it was incredible. Boondocks is fantastic food. Highly recommend. Now, this is the entry I wrote after my little vacation. I was saying, oh, it's going to be boring now. I was on adventures constantly on my vacation. But it's kind of nice getting back into the swing of things. It's kind of comforting. This page, I put so much love into this page. It looks so simple, and it's, dare I say, simple and clean. Are you crying? You should be. Anyway. I took so much time to cut these out just how I wanted. And the letters, I wanted to be just right. And the colors, I wanted to be just right. Clean lines. I just feel energized and refreshed when I see that page. And that's how I wish I could feel when I look at a lot of these pages. Not always a spot-on kind of moment. But this is anniversary plans. I thought these would be like the bead curtains or bead doorway kind of deal. This took forever to cut. It's like a page like this big. And I had to cut out a section that I knew that was as big as my page and then work from there. So I would cut along all the way down and then back up around. And I didn't want to glue it because I was afraid that it would warp the page and it wouldn't lay as flat as I wanted to. So there's just tiny bits of tape here and there. I do recommend that if you're going to do something very, very thin, just the tiniest piece of tape to hold it down. And this was my 4th anniversary, which went so well, y'all. I went to Tenji's, which is an all-you-can-order. You sit and you order as much as you want, and they just keep bringing you stuff. We watched Captain Marvel, which was great, and he got me a bike rack. Oh, so nice. I actually have my car back again. So great. I did this yesterday. I cut out another one of these. Talking about getting my groove back. And yeah, my paper's all warped. Because this morning I glued this in. I had just a little bit too much glue. But I made this piece and this piece like yesterday or the day before. That's how I do things. I just make parts. And I painted this ages ago. So I just work in bits and pieces and it slowly starts to come together. And this is today's entry because, I don't know, I'm just feeling very proud of what I can do and what I've been doing. And since I was going on a trip, like this was a pre-made page. Like the lines were already here. A lot of the lines were already here because I was going on a trip and I didn't know exactly how much I was going to write or draw and all of that. So mostly writing. So I made a lot of pre-made pages. This is brown. This is black. Bet you can't tell the difference. I painted this. One of my little cutouts. This is actually my favorite part. One of my favorite parts of journaling is making different layouts. I painted this a little brown and yellow, and I did purple shadowing on that. So, it's my place already. I'm doing this one-handed. Leave me alone. To match with the colors I was doing, I actually used the exact same yellow from the page for here because I tried doing painting lines. It did not work out. You can tell that looks really sloppy. It's just all over the place. I wanted to do some plain lines because I know I'm going to use washi tape and stickers and I can zazz it up. And just use bold colors. Now, I will say if you make a line too long so it doesn't look uniform, just paint over it. It'll look like you did it on purpose. This is actually one of my favorite pages. I just really like that combination. And you could tell I'm starting to get tired at this point. I'm just kind of throwing stuff together so I can write when I'm out and about. I just like doing different colors. I like this page too. Try to take my time on some of this. So I did a lot. I call this my peppermint page. This took forever. There was like a whole episode of Gordon Ramsay's not Hell's Kitchen. The other one. Nightmare. Yeah, Kitchen Nightmares. A whole episode of Kitchen Nightmares. That's how long it took me to do all these dots, because I had to make sure the dots weren't too small, too big. Make sure they were even. Ugh. This took so long. And this is neon yellow dots with orange dashes. So when I write on it with black, it should just pop. And then I started getting a little bit more creative. Doing borders. Kind of. I just did straight up yellow. Don't know why. It's like, oh, I can put stuff on the ends. I can mess with the width. The problem is the pen I was using was a little juicy, if you know what I mean. A little bit too much ink, so you could tell where I stopped and started. So it doesn't look that smooth. And then I tried this, and then my lines got a little, ooh, it looks like a little caterpillar squiggling across the screen. And this is my last page. And then I put this in just to cover up this. Because, you know. And then my collection page. Which I'm pretty sure that I've shown you guys these collections. I need to think of one more thing for my positives page. You think of something bad, and then you think of a positive. And then my video game log, I need to update. And my book log, I'm about to update because I'm finishing up The Hobbit. This was started while I was reading Dorian Gray. Good gosh, that is just the Frasier of all books. And then What Makes Me Me. A little bit of personal stuff. And then things I want to learn. I really want to learn how to kayak. I really, really do. And then I have some empty pages for my collection. And then I have my very messy looking index and my finished page. And I still have some inserts. But yeah, that's it. And I did retouch with my metallic markers some of the beginning. The cover. Jeepers creepers. And yeah, it's super thick. And I'm really excited to use my new Blackwing notebook that I got because it started. It's just going to take forever to number it. Not looking forward to that part. Or maybe I am. I don't know. I still love this page, by the way. So that's it for journaling. And I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to upload. Now I have some new equipment. Maybe it could be an actual thing. And I do want to do the adulting classes or whatever. I had some backup videos on my older tablet, but, you know, they went janky. As did the whole tablet. So, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching me rant about my life, I guess. Just mumble about myself and show you my journal. Have a good one, guys. Bye.